welcome back to Movies, Munchies, and Moscato. I am Rhonda.
And I am Rochelle.
And we're just a couple of friends who love movies, television, and wine. So if that's something that interests you, please stick around and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And now it's time for movie news, reviews, and pop culture discussion. Steven Spielberg has chosen Michelle Williams to play his mom in a movie loosely based on his childhood. This will be very interesting, I think. I don't know if I assume he's probably going to direct it, but I do like Michelle Williams. So
I love Michelle Williams.
We don't really know anything about his childhood, so I think this will be interesting to see how it was like. If he was interested in doing what he does now from a young age, and
has he always been a creepy kid or what?
Right, or what's going on there. So looking forward to that. Elle Fanning has joined the cast of Frances and The Godfather.
Oh.
She's going to be playing Ally McGraw. So this is a movie about the making of The Godfather, and Francis Ford Coppola directed it, hence the title Francis and the Godfather. So the rest of the cast includes Oscar Isaac as Francis, Jake Gyllenhaal as Robert Evans, and Elizabeth Moss as Eleanor Coppola.
Wow, that's a good cast.
Right? That's good people.
So that could be a good one. Did it say when it's coming out?
No, they've just barely cast it, so filming hasn't started yet.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I guess it's going to come out next year sometime.
Yep. 22 is the magic number now.
Right, exactly. Best-selling novel Lady in the Lake is getting a TV series adaptation on Apple TV. It's going to star Natalie Portman and Lupita Nyong'o.
I love both of them.
Right? It takes place in 1960s Baltimore, where an unsolved murder pushes a housewife and mother to reinvent her life as an investigative journalist.
Ooh, right up my alley.
Right? Well, not creepy, but thrillery,
yeah.
Mysterious.
Right.
Yes, that'll be good. Dove Cameron, Chloe Bennett, and Yana Peralt have been cast in the live-action Powerpuff Girls series for the CW.
Oh my gosh.
This is something I care less about. I get rid out the age range for Powerpuff Girls. It came out, after my time of childhood. But just watching little snippets I have of that show, it just seems so silly.
Well, this is true, and my daughter loved it. So this is for you, dear daughter, that the new Powerpuff Girls is coming out.
Right? And didn't they have high-pitched voices in the
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll just be able to talk normally in the live-action version. Let's not,
I don't know. That's how they sounded.
Do you know what's the premise of the are they like superheroes?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to,
Yes.
I honestly don't even know. So, okay, then maybe this will be interesting if it's going to be like that. Elizabeth Banks will direct the thriller Cocaine Bear, which is inspired by the incredible, as I say, true story of a black bear that consumed 70 pounds of cocaine dropped from an airplane.
This is so bizarre to me.
It is very bizarre.
And very upsetting. I've never even heard of this. I never even heard of that happening.
Me neither. This has to be from something that happened in the 70s, because, I don't see this happening today. This has to be when they were, running, airplanes were running drugs back and forth at the time. I just have to assume it's going to be the bear consumed the cocaine, kind of like a human mule, but this is an animal mule somehow. And so they're just going to wait and somehow find the bear, and then wait till it maybe passes through so they can get their drugs.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. If it doesn't kill him first.
Right? And that's the thing. They probably we have to get it before maybe the bag breaks.
Yeah.
Get it.
Right? So crazy.
Right?
Never heard anything like that.
Interesting.
They do that in dogs and other, little animals. If you're taking them on the plane, it's very horrible. They found drugs inside of, little dogs before.
Oh.
They'll surgically implant them until they get here. Then they take them in and cut them out. And who knows if the dog survives.
That's so sad.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
Oh, gosh. Kaylee Cuoco is developing a limited series about Doris Day, for which she will also star in. I think that will be cute. She's cute.
She is. She's Doris Day-ish cute.
Right? We don't know if Kaylee can sing. She probably can. But
if not, they'll dub her in somebody's voice.
It'll still be good. Matthew McConaughey is going to star in a Time to Kill sequel series for HBO.
Oh, wow.
This I'm looking forward to because I really enjoyed the movie with him and Sandra Bullock. And he was really young in it, though, so I'm just wondering if it is a sequel. I wonder if it's going to pick up in real time.
Oh, yeah.
His age. they're going to digitally alter him so he doesn't look as old as he does.
Or based on how it ended, because I can't remember. I liked the movie too, but I can't remember how it ended. They can just pick it up years later.
True. It is based on, I guess there was a book sequel, which I wasn't aware of, but I guess it is based on the book sequel.
Oh, okay.
The original book, so.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. HBO is developing 3 new Game of Thrones prequels.
What?
One that's going to follow the voyages of Lord Corlys Velaryon, if I'm saying that right. Another is about the warrior queen Princess Nymeria, who founded the Kingdom of Dorne. That's the one I'm looking forward to. And the last one is set in the slum district of King's Landing.
Oh, that sounds good to me. Right. I wish they'd do one about the White Walkers. Wasn't that another one that they were going to do?
Yeah, they were. But
that's the one that was scrapped.
Yeah, they were going to do that, but I guess they couldn't find maybe a hook for that. Because they don't speak, at least that we saw.
No, but how did they become White Walkers?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I guess they couldn't give a hook to...
Because the way the show picks up, or starts out, it was something that, no one really spoke of, or it was just a tale. But remember, like, the first opening scene is the king, or, well, he was his right hand. Anyway, he was talking to this kid, and who ended up getting killed. And he was saying he saw White Walkers, but he was, they're not even true.
Right, exactly.
So, how did they become that?
That's true. Finally, Jamie Foxx will be playing boxing legend Mike Tyson in a biographical limited series.
Oh, Jamie Foxx will be great in that role.
He can do no wrong. He can imitate anyone, like the voice, the look. I'm sure he'll nail it just fine.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if they have Mike Tyson's blessing on them. Probably not. I'm sure he's probably bearded.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
What's about that? So movies and TV shows out this week. We have the movie Nobody. This will be in theaters only. It has Bob Odenkirk from Better Call Saul. This is about a bystander who intervenes when a woman is being harassed by a group of men and becomes the target of a vengeful drug lord. And he also, unleashes a past on his unsuspecting family that they don't know about him. So this looked very good.
I liked the trailer.
When we saw the trailer, so we'll see this in theaters. I'm sure it'll be really good. I heard it's kind of like... The reviews that I've read about it so far have been positive, so...
Oh, good.
People got to see it early.
Yeah, it really interests me. I'd love to go see it.
Also, The Seventh Day. This is going to be available on demand. It has Guy Pearce, Stephen Lang, and Keith David, and is about a renowned exorcist who teams up with a Ricky priest for his first day of training. As they plunge deeper into hell on earth, the lines blur between good and evil, and their own demons emerge.
Yes, this is right up my alley.
So this sounds very much like Rochelle.
Yes,
Haven't seen a trailer on this, but it sounds... Yes.
And where is this one?
This is going to be on demand.
On demand.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Sorry.
So...
Yep.
And then finally, there is a TV series called Paradise City that's coming out on Amazon with Bella Thorne, Cameron Boyce, and Andy Biersack. This is about the life of a rock star who seems to have it all, and the rookie kid who idolizes him, and they collide through their broken homes built by the music business. This, honestly, I'm not into rock and roll. That's not my genre, honestly, but the trailer looked really good. This was something that was filmed, I want to say, back at the end of 2017. It should have actually come out last year, but COVID pushed it. And unfortunately, Cameron Boyce, who's in it, he died back in 2019, so this is going to be the last thing that you will see him in. And he, of course, is of Disney Channel fame. But yeah, I think this looks really good. I guess it's based off a movie that came out, I want to say, in the 80s called American Satan.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and it's not that they were cult worshippers, as I understand it. It's just that at the time when it was set for that show, it was like they thought of these people as like, because of what they were like with the heavy metal and stuff, that they were kind of like, Satan.
Oh, yeah, right.
They didn't really understand
yes,
it.
Uh-huh.
So, this is set in the here and now.
Okay.
As I understand it, and so, yeah, but it looks good. I'll probably give it a check.
So possible big hair bands?
Yeah. I'll check it out, because it does look good.
Yeah.
So what I've been watching this week, I watched The Stand on Paramount Plus. So I actually did like it. I know it got a lot of negative reviews. It was not as good as the miniseries from 1994, but I did enjoy it. I just did not like how it was kind of told out of sequence. It started when they were already, like the virus had already been unleashed and they were now in Boulder. Colorado. Then it would jump back to before the virus was released, and then it would jump back forward. And so I just wish it had been a from the beginning on storyline like the original was. But it was okay. Once I got a handle on who the characters were, it was a lot easier to follow.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well, that's good to know.
So, yeah.
That'll help. So if we're watching it and we're a bit confused, we'll know what's
yeah,
going on.
Exactly. Also watched the movie Freaky on demand. This had Vince Vaughn in it. He's playing a serial killer who switches bodies, Freaky Friday style, with a teenager. And so it was just really funny, it's part slasher, part comedy. So I really enjoyed it. I would give it 4 wine corks.
Oh, good. So, and that's on demand.
Mm-hmm. It was a
Okay.
good time. And then finally, I started watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus. This is a series that's following WandaVision, also from the Avengers. So this takes place after Avengers Endgame and what Falcon and Bucky Barnes, also known as the Winter Soldier, are going through. So yeah, it was really good.
You
I
liked
can
it,
tell
huh?
it's going to have some good heart to it and some more.
Could that have been a movie shown in a theater?
I think so. From where it's looking, it is going to be released.
Like it's
weekly,
that kind of a blockbuster, possibly.
Yeah, I mean the action in the first episode alone was like, I was like, wow, it's so good. For a
That's
TV
too bad they
series.
didn't release it in theaters, but
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes.
okay, awesome. Well, and what I've been watching this week, new out on Netflix is the college admissions scandal, and we all know what happened there. Lori Loughlin, an actress, and her husband Massimo went to jail, and also Felicity Huffman, all based on trying to get their kids into a prestigious school. And I will tell you, the actions of one guy, he's super smart, how he got these kids in, and the money he made was unbelievable. So I really enjoyed it. But I love documentaries. But this one was spot on. They had actual like video, pictures, and taping from conversations that I guess they had bugged Rick Singer's phone and some other people, and so they were able to play those. And wow, it's crazy.
Good that they got access.
Yeah. So, I mean, it took a lot of people down. Like, for me, I feel like they kind of got a slap on the hand. Some served jail time, some others didn't. But, they just should have taken that money instead of putting them in jail. What did they learn if they only went for a month or 2? Oh, this place sucks.
Right.
Maybe they should have taken that money and put it towards, underprivileged children or kids that are trying to get into these schools, because it also shows what these kids go through to get into a prestigious school. Mm-hmm. They can study, they can, do everything right and still not get in because they don't have the money backing them to, put towards the school. So, yeah, it's crazy. But I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. And again, it's the college admission scandal. Also, I watched The Good Liar, which looked intriguing to me in the trailers. And I don't know how many people have seen it out there, but it was actually really good. It's with Helen Mirren and Ian McClellan, who also plays Gandalf. And he is a con artist. And, it's
and Helen's character has money.
Yeah,
right?
She has money, and he cons these older women into maybe a relationship, and then gets them to, well, not just women, but anybody, and gets them into paying him money because they think they're investing, and then he skips town. So along comes Helen Mirren and ... So it's definitely good. I think you should give it a look. And the other one is called 12 Strong, and that has been out for quite some time. It's on demand, and it's with Chris Hemsworth, and about these 12 soldiers who went into Afghanistan and helped one of the Afghanistan forces take down the ISIS that had a stronghold in their area, and 12 of them on horseback came in. They did have help from American airstrikes, but they were up against, tankers. They were up against all sorts of weapons from ISIS, and and they went in there with this other force, this other Afghani force, and cleaned house. It's such a good story. So I would definitely look into that. You know, if you want something that's, you're in for a military movie, that's a good one. And then I saw Audrey, which I love her so much. Just listening to this documentary on her life was just so enlightening, and she was such a good person. And she had a hard life. I don't think anybody realizes that growing up. And it really affected her in her adult life. She wanted to be a dancer.
Oh, wow.
And she could never quite make that. She wanted to be a ballet dancer. But anyway,
I can see that. She's like the frame.
Yes.
That looks like a ballet
and
dancer.
just so beautiful. And her smile would light up a room. And she had these beautiful brown almond eyes and just so classy.
Right.
You know, very classic look. So that's a good one. And that's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Now it's time for our next real versus reality movie. We have chosen Lion this week from 2016. This was an awesome movie that starred Dev Patel, Nicole Kidman, and Rooney Mara. And this was about 5-year-old Saru who gets lost on a train, which takes him thousands of miles across India away from home and family. Saru must learn to survive alone in Kolkata before ultimately being adopted by an Australian couple. 25 years later, armed with only a handful of memories, his unwavering determination, and a revolutionary technology known as Google Earth, he sets out to find his lost family and finally return to his home.
This is such a great movie. I've
really
seen
is.
it like 5 times.
It is a really good
I
one.
cry all the time.
And see, Rochelle got me to watch it because I was denying it for the longest. Like, no, not my favorite thing. No, she's like, just watch it. You'll like it. And yes, it ended up being really, really good. I did enjoy it.
Yes.
So. And honestly, when I read about the real life Saru, it turns out this movie followed it pretty well because it is based on an autobiography that he wrote back in 2013 called A Long Way Home. And so they followed it pretty to the letter in this. So in the book, it does cover 3 decades of his life. I think the movie didn't quite, it is only 2.5 hours. I can't cover everything. So it didn't quite cover like his middle years, but I don't think that was a big deal about that.
Yeah.
Only his early and then his later years when
Right.
he finds his family. But he did get lost as a 5-year-old in 1986, India. He was adopted by the Australian family who also adopted another child who did have problems, unfortunately. He did search for his native family some 25 years later, and Google Earth really did help him.
I know,
find
Google
that. I
Earth.
just kept thinking that's something they made up, but no, like he really did.
Yeah.
Like use that.
And the fact that he had no idea where he lived, where he came from, and he used Google Earth and math.
Right.
So if the train goes, this fast, he would have been coming from here, and they would, it was amazing how he was able to pinpoint. Because, India's huge.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And if you're a little kid who's 5 years old with barely a memory, how would you ever find that out? I mean, anyway, it is amazing that he actually found his mother.
I know, it really is. It's the greatest story. Oh my gosh. Today he still lives in Hobart, Australia, and communicates regularly with his family through computers, of course. He also bought his mother a house so she wouldn't have to work for anything anymore because that's all she ever did was work to help provide for her family.
Yeah.
And he wanted her to live out the rest of her days. Yeah.
Isn't that so? That just makes me so happy. And they actually have him and his watch it to the very end and wait till after because they do show him and his mother, the actual person, and them finding each other. It's such a great story. Yeah. Anyway, I cry every time I watch it.
Yeah, that's true. Seeing the pictures of the real life people is nice. So yes. So we both recommend, obviously, checking that out if you've never seen it. It is a very, very, very
it was up for several Academy Awards, although it didn't win Best Picture that year.
No.
I think it should have, but I didn't see the other one. That was the moon.
The moon.
No.
What?
Oh, never mind.
You know, like the movie that actually did win?
Yes.
Yeah, I actually don't even
And wasn't it a faux pas too? It's like they said that this movie won when actually.
Oh, that wasn't last year.
That wasn't that.
That was the year before.
Yeah.
That wasn't just last year. So yeah, I'm not sure what.
No. Anyway, I was thinking it was the same year as Lion, but anyway, it still was up for several
it
Academy
was.
Awards. And then when
And
I
Golden
watched it,
Globes.
I was like, it should have won. It should have won.
Right, so many things you think that year after year, but yes, okay. End result, just go watch it.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time we have this week, and we so appreciate you listening to us. We had a fun time and hope you enjoyed it as well. Please give us a review or comment as it really helps us out, and please follow us on Instagram at movies_munchies_Moscato. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging.
See you guys.